Yes or no? You can ask the audience to pose some questions during the conversation.
Okay, yeah.
And those questions we can take during the Q&A session.
Good evening, one and all present here. A warm welcome to the Extramural Lecture Webinar Series 2020. We have presented you with webinars which are informative as well as giving you exposure. Today we have with us Mr. Arun Bothra, IPS, a bureaucrat from Odisha, hailing from Sri Ganganagar in Rajasthan. This IPS officer is the present CEO of Odisha Central Electricity Supply Utility. He is also the Managing Director of Capital Region Urban Transport and in charge as CMD of Odisha State Road Transport Corporation. Besides that, he has been proactive in benevolent reach-out activities during the COVID-19 lockdown situation. He has been active in Twitter to reach out for people's problems and difficulties. So today, we will be sharing with us about his IPS life and his views on social media and bureaucracy. So we are honored to have you in this lecture. We welcome you to the webinar. So without further ado, let's begin.
Thank you, Anshi. First of all, let me thank all of you for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. IIT Madras is a very, very reputed institution, and I really appreciate all of you and thank you again for inviting me here. See, I have been active on social. Can you hear me, Anshi?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Social media is a very, very powerful tool, as we all understand. And I have been quite active on Twitter for last 2 to 3 years and found the potential and the reach and how you can use the medium in a very, very constructive way. And I like to share with young people particularly how they can use this medium for benefit of the society. Though I'm off Twitter for last 10 days, I have taken a break for a month for my other work, and I just thought to take a break because it was getting a little addictive, honestly. So I'm not on Twitter for last 10-15 days. I'll be joining after a month or so. But I like to share, as I told, that I like to share with the young people and how to use this medium in a very constructive manner, because social media is also full of a lot of negativity, a lot of fights. In fact, the mechanism, the psychology of social media is to engage people in a lot of discussions and disputes, because more people talk, more people argue, more people sometimes more people shout at each other in writing, of course. That get them the social media more engagement. That helps the company actually. That is the inbuilt psychological premises on which social media and particularly Twitter is built. However, we must understand that there's a lot of things, a lot of good things that can be done. And I have been fortunate, though I'm not a very tech-savvy person, but I have been fortunate to discover that potential for the last 2 to 3 years. And that helped me not only in my professional and personal life, but it gives me a lot of satisfaction deep inside my soul that I'm able to do some good work through it. 2-3 things which helped me, I would quickly touch that also. I'm a police officer. However, I have been working in different departments which are generally not held by police officers. Like I have worked in electricity department. I have been working in city bus corporation. I have been now I am CMD of a state road transport corporation. Before that, I was a police officer in a regular police service. So all my engagements, all my these assignments, they have been like where I could. They were directly related to people. They were directly, it's like bus is a thing. Is something which is related to people, direct service, electricity also, police also. So I had occasions or opportunities to touch public life. Like for example, in my electricity department, I had about 26 lakhs customers. That means about 1.5 crore, almost 1.5 crores people using the electricity. So if you are touching the lives directly, it becomes more important to use social media in a way where you can deliver your services and earn good name, not only for yourself, but for your service, for your organization, for your government. All these things I have learned, and I would like to share with all of you young people, particularly so because IITs have a reputation of sending a lot of bureaucrats, lot of IAS, IPS officers, and also IITs are again sending a lot of people who in private sector, the leaders of private sector, corporate sector. So all of you can understand the potential, and maybe during your careers you can use a few of these things to enhance the capabilities, enhance the service, customer satisfaction, and your own reputation personally to do good work in the society. So I have a presentation. I'll quickly go through it. Meanwhile, if anybody wants to ask any question, as I mentioned to you earlier, they can post here and then you can ask me. Is that okay, Anshit?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Right. So I'll just quickly go through the PPT. You have to just tell me whether you can see the PPT or not once I start it. Is it visible?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. So how it started, I'm telling you, like 2009, I joined Twitter, but I was not very regular. Most of the people, as you know, many people, they open their account and they don't use it. So I was not using it. In 2017 also, there was a very small but very funny kind of incident which happened. I was IG crime in Odisha police. This is moving again, Anshit. I'm sorry, I'm disturbing you repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay. So this lady, which you can see, an American lady, she came to Bhubaneswar. She was Consul General of America in Hyderabad. She came to Bhubaneswar. She was given this PSO, this lady PSO, for her security. While leaving, she posted a tweet that thanking this lady particularly and tagged Odisha police. During those days, our Odisha police handle now Odisha police handle is very active, very professionally handled, and a lot of help people are getting through Odisha police handle. But those days, initial days, the Twitter handle was managed by some junior officers. They were not trained actually. So they were told just that whenever you get some tweet about Odisha police, you send directly to the SP concerned, the district concerned, so that they can take action. And they were given a particular format. So when this tweet came, this handle, Odisha police handle, the person who was handling it, he simply wrote back, which he was writing everywhere, your tweet is forwarded to DCP Bhubaneswar for taking necessary action at his end. Basically, you know, most of the tweets, they come for complaint, like FIR is not getting registered or some case is not being handled properly. So this was the format, standard format. Your tweet is forwarded to so and so for taking necessary action. This lady did not ask for any action actually. She was just appreciating, as you can understand. But he simply sent it. And once the tweet was posted, a lot of people started abusing, or a lot of people started trolling Odisha police. That if you can see here, do you really understand what she's tweeting? She's appreciating the lady police. Metric fail Havaldar tweeting from this handle. Something like this was written, and many people abused actually. Do you really, somebody wrote something. Then my seniors, my senior officer, I think DGP Odisha, he called me and asked me that please see this, what is this happening, and can you handle this problem? And you start handling the Twitter account. From that day onwards, I started handling Twitter account of Odisha Police. And first of all, immediately I had to manage this. So I wrote this line here. If you can see, sir, to put your doubts to rest, the tweet has been forwarded to Bhubaneswar Police for official recognition and reward for the good work done. And by the way, a metric fail is not qualified to be Havaldar in Odisha Police. So I just try to manage the situation somehow. And that day onwards, I started handling Odisha Police Twitter handle, and I realized that it has so much of potential. It has so much of potential that you can help a lot of people, because social media has become a very, very important medium of communication, both ways communication. Then I joined bus company and the electricity company also. See, if we can understand what are the problems with the government system, what are the complaints against the government system, that number one, it is not responsive, it is not fast, they don't take feedback, there is no transparency, and maybe the corruption, issues of corruption. So many, these are the main complaints, that people don't respond. The government organizations, they don't respond with the speed, the way it should be. I feel that social media is such an important tool where you can address many of these issues. Of course, not all the issues, but many of these issues can be handled. I'll just show you a few examples which I have been doing, the things I have been doing. And not only me, many officers are doing around the country, which will give you a flavor, an idea how social media can be used by the government agencies and by other agencies also to improve their work culture. Like, for example, this is responsive. If somebody says that government is not responsive enough, I'll give you one very small but interesting example. I got a tweet one day on my handle. One student, because all of you are student here, most of you, a student sent me a message. He was preparing for IIT. Again, he was preparing for JEE examination in a coaching center here. Some coaching center, some known coaching, LN coaching center in Bhubaneswar, LN coaching center Bhubaneswar. His name was Tushar. Tushar sent me a message, a tweet, that sir, your bus leaves 5 minutes before my class gets over, and all of us students, we have to walk 1.5 kilometers to catch another bus. Can you please change the timing of your bus by 5 minutes? This was the message, this was the tweet I received. I immediately called my GM. It was around 8:30 or 9:30 in the night. I called my GM operation. I asked him, can we change the timing of this bus, because students, they need our help. Then my GM checked on net, on his laptop. He told me, sir, it is possible. We have a gap of 10 minutes. We can actually do it without disturbing our other operations. I sent back this tweet. If you can read it. Dear Tushar, this was my tweet to Tushar. Dear Tushar, it will be changed by 10 minutes within this week. You don't need to walk to next bus stop. We want you to save time and use it for studies. Nothing is more important than supporting students and young people like you. It will be done. Blessings to you and your friends. I'm telling you, the students who are watching here, I'm telling you, so many people liked it. Those days, I remember I had only 3,000 followers. Now I of course have 1.25 lakhs, but I had only 3,000 followers, and so many people liked the tweet. So many people liked the way the company, our company, my company handled this issue. And within, say, I think I replied to Tushar in 45 to 50 minutes. Once his tweet landed, in 50 minutes we decided to change the time. So these things are possible. Not that it was a very big thing. It is possible to do things and communicate to the person, and social media gives us a chance to do such things. But one interesting thing, I'm telling you something here. If you can see, many people supported this, praised it. One person wrote here, now I feel like people like Tushar and I are not an ordinary citizens. Our voice is being heard. Thank you for your gracious, sir. Something he wrote about me. That's not very relevant. But the way people responded and liked it, I also felt very happy that yes, I'm able to, or we are able to use social media in a good way, in a better way. But one very interesting thing again happened again. One lady from Bombay, she wrote this tweet. I have masked her name. She wrote a line, she wrote a tweet, Tushar, before celebrating, please confirm this man is not a fraud. She thought that I am a fraud. She did not believe that somebody can do this kind of thing. Till date, we have not come across any officer who would work for the betterment of people. That also in a request on Twitter. Please let us know once implemented. I don't blame her. I don't blame her because that is the experience of many people. She wrote that how can somebody do this on Twitter, and it looks like a fraud. So I of course felt bad that time, and next time I wrote this tweet, I posted this our change time schedule on Twitter. I wrote, hello Tushar, your bus will reach at 13:47 hours tomorrow. The schedule is here. Let me know tomorrow if this helps. Else we will move it for further 5 minutes. Cheers. I tagged this lady. Many people started trolling her that how can you write something like these are the people trolling her. If ma'am, if you have not seen something, that doesn't mean that it is non-existent. I actually felt bad later that because of my reply, she got trolled so badly. I sent her a message also apologizing to her, but she said, yes, I'm okay with that because I never thought that somebody can be doing it. This can be done like that. Like speed, many people say that government service says there's no speed, there's no efficiency. I'll give you one example. I got this tweet again. Nimapada, this is in Puri area. Puri, you know, in Odisha, we have this very important religious place, Puri. From Puri, I got a tweet. Nimapada NSC Ward number 4. 4 days people are in darkness because they voted for somebody, and we are suffering. After getting the tweet, I told my officers to go and change the transformer. I never knew about this problem. If you can see, now social media is getting me a lot of information also. My officers, they were not telling me, the local officers, but here, because of social media, I came to know that the village, there is no electricity in that area because transformer is not functioning. So I asked my people why transformer is not functioning. They said we don't have a replacement. And then I said where we can get. It was in Bhubaneswar. We immediately sent from Bhubaneswar. I told that it has to be changed tonight only. I wrote on the job trying to restore by tonight. We'll update again. And that night around 1:30 a.m. we changed the transformer. I posted a picture and I told my people to send me a picture that not only transformer should be installed, but the power should be restored. And power was restored. If you can see here, this is lighted village. And this tweet was again appreciated so much that yes, in 4 to 5 hours time or 6 hours time, something was done on a tweet. Accessibility, similarly, you know, a lot of creepers, they come on transformers. Somebody wrote that Arun Bothra, sir, Sesu India is the company name, company handle. Sir, I would have never bothered you, but can you change this creepers are on the transformer. We got it cleared and posted a picture. If you can say, this is the same picture, this is the transformer, and this is the cleared picture of the same transformer. Cleared, thanking you for raising this issue. Also thanking my officers and staff for helping me in keeping our promise of better service to citizens. Basically, if you do good work and post it back, you know, a lot of government officers, they do good work, but that good work, there's no way they can communicate back. They can tell the people that this is what we are doing. Number two, when I'm communicating here, I'm not communicating to this gentleman alone. I'm communicating to my other customers also. So when the other customers, they see, citizens, they see that something is being done, their faith in the system, their faith in the government service is restored, which we don't have. Many people don't believe that government is functioning the way it should. Many times when you do good work also, that good work is not also appreciated and people don't know about it. So this gives you a chance, this social media gives you a chance to reach people and tell them about your good work you're doing. Similarly, here somebody wrote about this stringing of this stringing to be done. We did it done earlier than the commitment made to you, and thanking our executive officer for doing it. Similarly, the pole was removed, pole was changed, all these things were done. Somebody wrote here, I'm delighted to inform you that my villagers are very happy with your service and I really appreciate your accountability towards the duties. It's again, people are appreciating me as a person, but it is not about me. It was about the organization, and the organization, the way organization was serving people and communicating back to them on Twitter, on social media. And it's not about Twitter only. We were doing the same thing on Facebook, same thing on other platforms as well. And I just gave you 2, 3, 4 examples. So examples are hundreds in number. I can tell you hundreds such examples where we help people, inform them, and people really appreciated the gesture. I joined a bus company as MD, city bus company. On the first day, I asked people that can they give me some kind of what they want, what services they want. So many people gave me ideas that this route should be started, that route should be closed, this thing should be done in the buses, and this information helped me in improving my service. I am happy to tell you, when the day I joined, I think 7th July 2019, our ridership was 48,500. 48,500 people would be traveling in those buses every day. And before lockdown, of course, lockdown and COVID has impacted us very badly. But before lockdown, that is about in 7 months' time. In 7 months' time, we could take our numbers to 1,15,000 average per day. That means from 48,000, we reached 1,15,000 in only 7 months' time. A lot of credit I will give to social media because of our communication, because people were giving their ideas, and we were doing our things. We were changing our strategy, calibrating our strategy according to people's requirement and their responses. This doesn't happen in government service, generally government sector. And if we are able to do it, not only in this sector, this company, my company, that company, but entire overall, if you see, social media gives you a lot of chance to get feedback and improve your services. We wanted to put books in the buses. So we went for a poll. People said yes, we like the idea. This was our mascot. We prepared a mascot. We asked people to give the name, and people gave the name. Somebody gave the name Ahwan Paikre gave the name Moby. Now we call this mascot Moby. This was also crowdsourced from the people. But I'm telling you, all customers are not innocent. Sometimes you get wrong information. Also, one person wrote here that this pole is near my building and it should be removed. It's dangerous, and we got immediately verified. And what I found, I wrote here, Mr. Babu, I'm told you are adding this balcony violating BDA norms and close to existing high voltage line. This is dangerous. I cannot move my line for your illegal activity. Please remove the construction forthwith. Otherwise, we will lodge FIR against you in 48 hours. Trust me, this person not only removed this structure, he deleted his Twitter account also. So you have to respond. Not only that you are responding to everybody or you are helping everybody, but you have to again check what kind of people are there. You know, trolling is a very regular thing. People troll you. People troll me as well. So somebody, for example, we started a system of putting free newspapers in the buses. We put free newspapers in our buses. Somebody wrote to me, why only Prame and Dharitri? There are two brands, two newspapers in Odisha, Prame and Dharitri. But it was kind of trolling to me. Why only Prame and Dharitri, two newspapers you are putting? I said, yes, you can add one more. Which one you want to sponsor? Because these two newspapers, we got sponsors, and the company, actually the newspaper company, were giving us free. Other companies, they did not give us. I said, which one you want to sponsor? And if you do good work on your troll army, not by giving money or anything, but if you do good work, anybody, any of us, personally or individually or in a professional manner, in a corporate manner, people start supporting you. Trust me, this is very important lesson I have learned, that if you do good work, you get a lot of people who will support you. If somebody trolls you, they will come to your rescue. You don't need to really fight back yourself alone. Like Outlook magazine, you know, Outlook is an important magazine. They published a story against us, against the bus company. But then, you know, a lot of people started writing in our favor that you are telling a wrong thing. This is a very good company. The buses are running very well. And we really felt very happy that people are coming to support us. We did not really reply to Outlook, but people started replying. Like this child, and you have to do things for that. This child he played in the fancy dress. he became bus, Mo bus. He said, I am the bus. So when the Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, came to our program, we thought who should sit with him, and we invited this boy and made him sit with the Honorable CM in the bus when he was traveling in the bus. Similarly, many people who used to troll us and many people who used to support us on the social media, we invited all of them to travel with the Honorable CM so that they become our supporters, will support us more, and the critics, they will also see that things are good and they will support us. Somebody is writing something. This lady says, super idiot passenger forcing the driver and conductor to stop at random places. So you get a lot of feedback and you also improve your presence. Using social media for internal customers, you have, see, you know, when you praise your employee, when you praise your employee in a letter by writing a letter that, okay, you have done some good work, some appreciation letter, the letter goes to him. He is happy. He is happy looking at the letter. But nobody knows about this letter. Not many people know that he has been appreciated. But if you appreciate somebody on social media, he is happier. He is very, very happy that he has been acknowledged or he has been praised to a wider audience. Like this person, this driver, this our driver, he returned some cash and jewelry to a particular, some lady forgot in the bus. We praised him, we gave him rewards, and we also posted on our media, our social media handles that this person has done good work, and he was very, very happy about it. Lastly, coming to the last part of the talk, during the pandemic time, many people, because as I told you, I have been helping people on social media during police time and bus and electricity. People started requesting me during the lockdown for medicines, for ration, for some kind of this curfew passes. You know, lockdown, you required passes to go from one place to another place, hospitalization, blood, these things people required. And you know, lockdown was a difficult time for all of us. So people started requesting me for some kind of help. I thought, yes, this is the right time to use social media for a bigger cause, for the larger cause. We created an organization, social media initiative. It was on social media only, India Cares. And during that period, we did a lot of good work. 2,000 plus people, 3,000 around, I think, volunteers we have. They are working with us. They are helping us. Even now we are active, though not as active, but we are active still. And we help a lot of people. I'll show you 2-3 examples how social media can be used to help people. Even when you are not on government service. It's not about a government service. This is not about my job, my profession. This was only done in a personal capacity. Like, for example, one lady, some of you must have read about this story. One lady tagged the Honorable Prime Minister that I have a 3.5 years old child suffering from autism and severe food allergies. He survives on camel milk and limited quantity of pulses. When the lockdown started, I did not have enough camel milk to last this long. Help me get camel milk or its powder from Sadri, Rajasthan. You know, those days trains were closed, trains were not running, buses were not running. So this lady was not able to get camel milk from Rajasthan, Jodhpur area, where they used to get. So somebody told me about this. Somebody tagged me in this tweet. No, this lady did not tag me. Somebody else tagged me afterwards. I asked her to please send me contact detail by DM. We will do anything and everything possible for your child. And after that, we did a lot of exercise. We talked to railways. We talked to the Rajasthan police, Jodhpur police. I spoke to the collector there and the person who was supplying milk. And somehow, with the grace of God, we arranged the camel milk. The train was stopped. One goods train was going. That was stopped at that station. There was no stoppage. But we requested the railways agreed to our request, thanking Sri Tarun Jain for ensuring unscheduled halt to pick up the container. The container was sent to Bombay and the child got the 20-liter camel milk we sent. This was one of the most satisfying thing which I have done in my life. And it was really, really appreciated by many people. One lady from Manipur, she wanted to go to Fortis Hospital, Gurgaon, because her sister was undergoing leukemia treatment there. She had to give her bone marrow because there was no other matching donor. But she wanted to go, but then, you know, lockdown started, the flights were stopped. So how would she go? She posted this tweet I requested people if we can help her, because it was a road journey, 2400-kilometer road journey. They took 5 days to reach there. On the way, Siliguri, Gorakhpur, Agra, Gurgaon, and one more place, Guwahati. We made their arrangements. In fact, Mr. Satyanarayan Pradhan, SN Pradhan, he is a senior IPS officer heading NDRF. He helped us in arranging all these things. And this lady reached there, and she gave bone marrow, and the operation was successful. We were tracking, and now she is back, and her sister has also recovered. When I last talked about a few days back. An update here: after 4 days of traveling, Devashri has reached Gurgaon last evening. The family has conveyed thanks to all those who helped and prayed. Extremely grateful to Mr. Pradhan, DG NDRF for help. Three more slides. One child in Chennai, very young, 2 years old boy, he wanted a medicine. The family wanted this medicine, Sabril Vegabertin. This is used for epilepsy, and it's very important medicine, life-saving drug. The drug was not available in India because stocks were over. Imports, it is imported. This is an imported drug. This is not available in India otherwise. So the drugs were getting, the stock was getting over, and the children, not only this child, a lot of other children were having problem. So we made an appeal to the people, and people started. I made an appeal on Twitter that if we can help such children, many people came forward. You will not believe. It's an emotional thing to tell you that one person from Bangalore, he gave his daughter's medicine. Like he said, I have a stock of 2 months because my daughter also has the same problem. I can spare a few strips for this child in Chennai. He spared, he gave these strips in Bangalore. We arranged for a police vehicle. The local Bangalore police helped us. The medicines were picked up and delivered at Chennai next day for this child. And then we realized that many more people require. So we requested people who are coming from abroad, those Vande Bharat, these flights which were coming. We requested NRIs, all the NRIs, if they can bring these medicines, if the local laws permit them. And many people brought this medicine from abroad. We requested everybody we told everybody that we will be picking up from airports, and we will be giving them money also. Trust me, you will be happy to know, all of you, not a single person, nobody took any money. Everybody said, sir, how can we take money for medicine which is meant for children? Nobody took money. Our volunteers picked up from different airports, Bombay Airport, Delhi Airport, and sent the medicines to the concerned families. I think this is the last 2 slides. This lady, she delivered a child in Jaipur. Now, she did not have clothes for the child. It's a daughter, actually. She said that the child is now 1.5 months old, but I'm not getting, because markets are closed. So we requested the police, and one friend of mine in Rajasthan University, Jaipur, he's a teacher there, Dr. Anurag Sharma. He arranged these frocks, these small dresses, beautiful dresses for the child, and they were delivered to. And again, Anurag said that I will not take any money for these dresses. Similarly, one in Muradabad, we arranged medicine. You can see this medicine here for people there. This is the organization, India Cares, we created. It is an online organization. We don't have any office. There is no office, no bank account. We don't take money, don't take cash from anybody. But about 2,000 to 3,000 volunteers are there. They are helping me. I'm also a volunteer, in fact. So together we are working and helping people even now. Thank you so much. This was the presentation. We can now take questions if there are any.
So thank you, sir, for such an interesting lecture and such a presentation. Actually, we could find that there is a new method, an efficient way of e-governance where we can be more quick to the people's problems and difficulties. So I think that will be a new way, and I think the future for e-governance. So thank you, sir, and we will be moving on to the Q&A session right now. Okay, we have got a bunch of questions from the audience. Okay, what are your opinion on privatization of distribution sector? Can't we make the energy distribution sector a no-loss, no-profit service sector to serve the underprivileged of the state?
You're talking about the electricity?
Yeah.
No, can you repeat it, please? I could not hear properly. Anshit?
Okay, am I not audible?
Yeah, now it is better.
Okay. Your opinions, what are your opinions on the privatization of distribution sector? Can't we make the energy distribution sector a no-loss, no-profit service sector to serve the underprivileged of the state?
See, there are two things here, two things you are asking. As a government servant, I don't have really any opinion. I should not be having any opinion just like that. But still, I'm telling you, the main problem is that we don't have a culture of paying our bills. I'm sorry to say that. This company, Sesu, which I was heading as CEO, we found that we have 1,973 crore rupees of arrears. 1973 crores rupees of arrears. If I was able to collect those arrears, so in fact we collected about 140 crores by disconnecting 25,000 connections. We disconnected about 25,000 such connections, and people started paying. But many places people don't pay, and particularly in rural area, I'm telling you based on my experience, not just like that. And lot of theft of electricity, and when people go there, they are beaten up and they are mistreated, ill-treated. So if we see, ultimately it's a common thing. It's a public property. It's a public money. So if we start having a culture, look, see what private sector is going to do. Private sector will increase only the efficiency. That means if you are increase the efficiency of your system, private or government, the system will run. System can be made efficient. Private sector, what they do when they come there and people understand it's a private company, they also have this opinion. They understand that yeah, you have to pay now. You have to pay now. When the company is a government company, people think okay, हिंदी में बोलते हैं बहती गंगा में हाथ धो लो. जब गंगा बह रही है तो उसमें कोई भी हाथ धो सकता है. So people think that okay, it's okay not to pay. So it is about the culture. If we develop a culture that people should pay for what they now, the system of smart meter is coming. Smart meters are efficient but expensive. If we are able to put smart meters, you don't really don't really go to his house for disconnection. You don't really need to go to his house to read the meter. Everything is stored, everything is in your data, and you can do things. So I think efficiency, use of technology can make things efficient, and if it is efficient, then the losses will come down, and it can be done. I think it is possible. So I don't have an opinion on privatization as such, but private or public, the efficiency has to be increased, and technology can only do that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has planned big solar projects right now. So how the power distribution companies are going to help in that, achieving that goal?
See, Honorable Prime Minister has a lot of things which he has done earlier also in Gujarat. He has a lot of vision. I know he has big vision for the country. Unfortunately, because of this COVID situation is different now, and the economy has suffered a lot. Solar is a very, very important sector. In fact, I came to know about solar energy properly when I joined this company, and I installed a solar plant in my own house. I never had the solar plant. Now I have a solar plant in my house. So again, it is about the awareness, when people start knowing that yes, solar is not only about saving your own money. It is a national loss if we are not using the solar power more and more. But again, technology has a very important role in that. Now the rates had come down actually, but now I believe because of the China problem, because a lot of material was coming from China, now again the sector is facing some problem. One last thing I would say about this: if the banking sector can help, banks have a very important role. What I understand, like supposingly you want to put a plant in your house that costs you 6 lakhs rupees, but you don't have 6 lakhs rupees investment. You cannot make investment of 6 lakhs rupees. in one day. If the banks can pay that 6 lakhs for you and have an agreement, tripartite agreement, that whatever money you are saving in your regular bill because of solar, that will go to bank. So in 2 to 3 years time, the bank can recover their money, bank can take their interest back, and you have the solar plant free. And the national, it's a national saving also. So something like that should be done.
Okay, thank you, sir. Moving on to the next question. Sir, how do you plan to leverage the power of social media in the future other than Twitter?
I have just started my own blog 3 months ago. I started my blog. I have started my YouTube channel also. One thing which is important to understand, that whatever media you are good at, like some people, they are good at talking, some people are good at writing, somebody is good at acting. You have different, and social media, I'm not on Facebook. For example, I don't use Facebook. So it depends on your own interest and your strength. So my suggestion to the viewers would be, find your own strength. You have a good presence on one medium, and then other mediums you can amplify. Like for example, I have about 4,000 viewers on YouTube, but I have 1.25 lakhs on Twitter. So when I put something on YouTube, I put a link on Twitter, and because of that link on Twitter, people are diverted to my YouTube channel. So you should know what to do and how to amplify. That's the way people are doing, and I'm also trying to do that.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, can you give me an opinion how to choose a career between UPSC or working for a private company, more from an UPSC viewpoint?
See, it's a matter of choice, of course. I don't really have a straight answer on to this. Depends on from person to person. But given a choice, if somebody asks me today, after spending 22 years in public service, I will prefer becoming a government servant, becoming a public servant again, because the kind of satisfaction you have, I would say, the kind of satisfaction the government servant, the senior government servant has, I think it is little difficult in the private sector. You may have more money, people have more money, people have a lot of facilities. Like I have spent the most important years of my life when I was 30 years old, and when I became 40. For those 10 years, I served in villages and very, very rural area of Odisha as SP. I was SP in 4 districts. And that period, which was, you can say, peak of your career, peak of your youth, I spent in villages, in rural area, when there was not even cinema hall. Forget about the big brands. So if you are ready to do that kind of service, but the satisfaction is immense. Satisfaction is immense. If you are a well-meaning person, if you are doing good work, if you are helping people, trust me. Like for example, I am an Odisha cadre. I can tell you, and many other people, it will not be actually fair on my part to say this. People love me so much. I have so much of love from people. I feel very happy about it. I don't have that much money, of course. I don't have like good money. Not that government servant doesn't give you money. Our salary is, of course, not great salary like public sector Google or the Flipkart, this Amazon or something, but sufficient salary we get, and a lot of facilities, as we know. But the love and this happiness which you get by helping people, like in police service, somebody comes to me that my daughter is being harassed. Somebody comes to me that my child, something has happened to my child, or some child has been kidnapped, or something, or some murder or something. Can you please help us? If you help them, I'm telling you one thing. I cracked one case 2-3 years ago in Odisha. That was a blind murder, 2 murders actually, and the family was did not know who has done it, and they would have lived with that the pain in their heart, that who killed their child, who killed their son. But we detected the case, and the accused has been arrested. Of course, I cannot get their family that son back, but I'm telling you, I got a letter. This is very important, Anshit, and very little emotional thing. I got a letter after the detection of the case and arresting of the accused. I got a letter from that family, and it's a small letter, only say 6-7 lines, and they thank me that for cracking this case and making their life little simple in a way that now they know the closure, they have a closure that yes, they know who has done this and the person is getting punished. That letter, I have 5 medals. I have 5 medals on my uniform, but I value that letter as 6th medal for me because it gives me so much satisfaction that it's no less than a medal for me. So this, I think, comes in the public service only and not in the private sector. This is my personal feeling. I may be wrong there also.
Thank you, sir. That was a valuable answer. Sir, in India, day-to-day rapes rate is increasing. As we saw Manisha case recently, how the administration is reacting for this type of crime. And my own personal view, I saw that Telangana case where 4 of the accused were encounter attacked by the police department, and that was deeply celebrated by the common people, where the 4 were not given to the judicial system as well. So, what is how the administration have to react to this type of crime, or how judicial system have to react to this type of encounter attacks?
See, again, it's a personal opinion of mine, I would say, because this is a very hot topic, and I am not in police department these days. I am working in other departments, but still, I must answer this. See, unless we invest in our criminal justice system, in the police department, in the police criminal justice system, we have to invest, because हिंदी में हमारे यहाँ बोलते हैं कि जितना गुड़ डालोगे, आप जितना गुड़ डालोगे, मीठा डालोगे, उतना आपका चाय मीठा होगा, और you have it will be sweetened more. So if you put less of sweet, less of sugar in a jug of water, it will be less sweet. The thing is that our system is not putting sufficient investment in the criminal justice system. The courts are less, courts are overburdened, police is overburdened, and the delivery of justice is slow. Because of that, such encounters take place, and people feel very happy. I personally don't support the encounters. I don't think that is the way out. Supposingly, somebody who is acquitted, say supposingly you have 2 accused or 3 accused in a particular case today, and after the trial, after the judicial process, he is innocent. Supposedly he's innocent. Then what? Can you really kill the person like that? How can you kill the person like that? I am not the killer here. I am the police. I am the investigating agency. My job is to investigate and put the person before the court. If the system is not functioning, the society has to contribute, society has to think, government has to think, people have to think, they have to put more money. You cannot put it is not my job. It is not my job to kill people just because the system is not functioning. Make it functional. Make the system functional. You cannot kill people like that. We have to make the system functional. If the system is better, people will be punished in the due course of law, in the proper course of law. So we have to ensure that people are punished in the regular course of law, but in a swift manner, in a more professional manner, and in a proper manner. There's I'll take 2 minutes more here. We have been, what we are doing, our response, what is our response to rapes? What is our response to rapes? Whenever a rape takes place, something like this takes place, there's a lot of hue and cry, and people say, change the laws, make the laws more stringent, make the laws tough and tough. Now, in last 3-4 changes, we have brought now capital punishment for the rapist. Now, the rapist of a child can be hanged. Capital punishment is also, now the amendment is there. Has it stopped the crime? Has it stopped the crime? Even after putting the capital punishment, which is the biggest punishment, you are not able to stop it. Why you are not able to stop it? I'll tell you one shit, and all the viewers here. Crime is stopped with the certainty of the punishment, not because of the severity. Severity is not the issue. Certainty is the issue. If you know, I'll give you one very small example. If you are at the Choraha, at the square, at the red light, people see here, this side, that side. If a police constable is there, they don't jump. If police constable is not there, they simply jump and go. It happens or not? Tell me. You know why? If you know there's a CCTV, if you jump the red light, 100% you will get fined. 100%. You will get fined 110%. 100%. You will not jump. You jump the red light because you know that you may or may not be fined. You can manage the situation. You will escape the punishment. If people know, if a rapist knows, if a murderer knows that he will be punished definitely, he will not rape. Because people know that the laws are very strict, but punishment possibility is very less. Because system is not functioning. Courts are less. That is why crime takes place. So make the system more efficient, more investment, make more forensic laboratories, put things in a proper system, proper manner, punish the criminals in a legal method, swiftly, professionally, and timely. Crimes will be less. Otherwise, changing laws, they don't help. And killing people also don't help. Doesn't help.
Okay, I think that opinion should be given thought of. That was important. Sir, how about the limitations of using social media? Because innocent people are becoming the victims of the cyber crimes and cyberbullying. And how can we control such an issue?
First of all, we should ourselves not do it. First of all, people who are cyberbullying, people who are committing crime, or people who are doing wrong things on social media, they are people from amongst us also only. They are not people from outside. So when you are on social media, you should behave, all of us should behave in a more responsible manner, which many of us don't do. We should understand this right wing, left wing, all these issues and religious issues, communal issues. Social media is a good place to debate, but we should understand that we should not be hurting people. We should not be committing crime on social media. We should not be chasing and terrorizing people on that, particularly women. I have seen many women, many ladies are being abused on social media just because they want to give some opinion which you don't like. So this is what I can say, number one. Number two, when you are on social media and you see that a person is being bullied, a person is being harassed on social media, open platforms, support the victim. Come to his support, come to her support, come and tell the other fellow that you are not doing the right thing. This is wrong. Thirdly, there are the cybercrime department in all states report to them. Fourth and last, I would tell you very important thing for all the viewers. See, cybercrime doesn't take place with people like you and me who know the nitty-gritty of the cybercrime now and who are aware. It is happening with the people who don't know, happening with old people, with their pension, with their insurance. People are taking away their cash, their bank deposits. People are taking away because they don't know. So it is responsibility of you and me, the people who are aware, to make others aware. The only thing by which you can stop cybercrime or you can reduce cybercrime. See, one thing you should understand, everybody should understand. If in an area, you are in Hyderabad or Chennai, in Chennai, in a particular area, if theft is taking place, if motorcycle theft is taking place, you can stop it, you can reduce it by increasing police patrolling, by increasing police presence in the area. But if cybercrime is taking place in some place, can you really do it by patrolling, by putting vehicles, by putting more police on the road? It cannot happen like that. To stop cybercrime, to reduce cybercrime, the only thing is creating awareness And creating awareness is not only the job of police or anybody or government, it is the job of all of us. So we should, whenever we get a chance, we should speak about cybercrime, tell our parents, tell our grandparents, tell our friends, tell our servants also that, I'll tell you one very interesting thing. One day my driver came to me. My driver told me that, sir, I have got a car, Coca-Cola company has given me a car and I'm getting the reward and something. I said, how do you know? He said, sir, there's an email I have got an email. Young boy, he was a constable in police department. He said, I have got a car because I have got an email like that. I said, man, this is all cheating. Don't get into that. So he thought that I am jealous of him. He actually thought that I am jealous of his luck because he has got the car and I have not got the car. I told him that I have got such cars, I think 10 or 15 cars, 15 offer by now. And I had to show him my emails telling that this kind of message is coming to everybody and they are not going to give you a car. So you have to make people aware. That only can help.
Okay, thank you, sir. So in that case, as far as cybercrimes are concerned, we have to amend ourselves and the society. Okay, as CMD of urban transport, how is the organization planning for smart mobility and how are you planning to improve the road infrastructure?
See, I am running the buses, so I don't. Road is not my area, so I don't know. I'm not the person who can really reply on the road part. But buses, of course, as I told during the conversation, during my presentation, we have been doing a lot of things. Again, technology is the key. Technology and the communication. Like for example, why somebody takes a bus and why somebody doesn't take a bus. There are 2-3 things here. If you have to wait at the bus stop for 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you will not take the bus. You will go to bus stop, you will look that a bus is coming or not. You'll wait for 5 minutes and then you take an auto rickshaw or a cab or something, Ola or Uber or something. But if my app, my mobile app is actually efficient, and you have my mobile app, which tells you that your next bus will be coming after 6 minutes, then you will be assured that the bus is coming after 6 minutes. So this information is very important. If you know that bus is coming after 12 minutes, you may wait for 12 minutes. But if you don't know whether the bus is coming in 2 minutes or 30 minutes, you may not wait. So these small technological interventions we have been doing. We know, like if you in the app, you are at your house and you know that the bus will be, your bus stop is 3 minutes away from your place and you know bus is coming in 6-7 minutes. You can plan, then you can leave and you can reach and get the bus in 2 minutes. So you will be able to take the bus. Then number 2, last mile connectivity, what we say last mile connectivity. We are thinking of introducing e-rickshaw in Bhubaneswar, for example, which we want to give to transgenders. We want to include it's an inclusive policy. We want to use transgenders to run those e-rickshaw. That e-rickshaw will be synchronized with the bus, and it will help the people coming from the societies, the residential area to the bus stop. And we are thinking of it. It's only a concept, only an idea right now. Maybe it will come in practice in 4-5 months' time when COVID problem is little less. That the e-rickshaw will also move according to bus timing. And you take the e-rickshaw, sit in the e-rickshaw, come to the bus stop, and you don't need to take 2 tickets also. Only 1 ticket. That ticket you will be able to use in the e-rickshaw as well as in the bus. So there are so many things. I have 25-30 things to tell here, but I'm important. And communication also. One last thing I'm telling you. Many people were not using the buses in Bhubaneswar because our buses are very beautiful. They're very good buses, very good quality buses. So many people were not using the buses thinking that these buses are expensive. When you look at something which is looking very nice, you think iska ticket महंगा होगा, उसका ticket थोड़ा expensive होगा. Tickets are not expensive, but people did not even try that. They did not even try the bus, thinking that it will be expensive. What we did? I'm telling you one example. On Women's Day, we said the buses are free for all the women. One day. Any woman, any girl can travel in our bus free. 8th March. We did that. We did that so that people travel in the bus and they see that how nice the buses are and they will have a feel of it. From that day onwards, my ridership started increasing. And give me an example. I'm giving you one example. One more example. I'm excited to tell you. When I joined, our tickets rate were 5 rupees, 7 rupees, 9 rupees, 10 rupees, 11, 13, something like that. We took a decision. We took the decision and made the numbers. Now my buses, now the buses are running. The rates of tickets are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we made it simple so that the conductor doesn't take time to give the change. And there's a lot of problem. Somebody doesn't have change. Now there's a lot of problems and a lot of discussions and debates between them. You are not keeping change. How can I give so much of change? Very, very small interventions, but they yielded very, very good result. Very, very good result.
Okay, actually that part of that developing an app is quite innovative, and I once felt that when I had such an experience of not getting a bus, I thought of making such an app. I mean, discussing with my friends. Okay, so that was an interesting session with you, and I think we have got to the end of the webinar. We have concluded, and we have been truly honored to have hosted you. Your thoughts were indeed inspiring and thought-provoking. I would also like to thank the viewers for joining in. Thank you.
Thank you, Anshid, and thank you all your team.